Okay, gang, here's where we left off. Page 7. So, same principles. We're applying all the properties from the previous page. So, you want to be flipping back to page 6, checking out those exponent properties as we go. The only difference is now we're dealing with fractions. No biggie. We just got to review adding and subtracting fractions. You need common denominators. So, in our numerator, that's exactly what we've got to do. We got a rule 1 situation here. We are multiplying two like bases so we can add their powers. So we're going to have x to the 1/3 plus 1/2, which would be equivalent to x to the 2/6 plus 3/6, which is x to the 5/6, and we've taken care of the numerator. Denominator, just bring it along for the ride for now. So now we got x to the 5/6 over x to the 1/6. That's rule 2. That's subtraction. So we got 5/6 minus 1/6, which is 4/6. And believe it or not, you can reduce these, and they are still equivalent. So that's going to be my final answer. It'll just be easier to work with in the future. And don't forget that according to that power over root rule that you saw in the previous notes, that would be equivalent to the cube root of x squared. And I always just write and make a note in general, label the numerator p, the denominator r for power and root, and that's always how it's going to work. Power over root. And we'll see more of that on the next page. Okay. Moving on to B here. We've got a power being raised to a power in the numerator, and that is rule 5. So we're going to have x to the 1/2 times 5. Remember, 5 is 5 over 1. So this is x to the 5/2, or 5 over 2 in the numerator. In the denominator, we got a rule 1 situation going on here where we got like bases being multiplied together. So we're going to add their powers. So we're going to do x to the 3/2 plus 3. Well, 3/2 is 1.5. So you could just quickly jump to 4.5 or 4.5, or you could turn 3, I suppose, into 6 over 2. Either way, you're going to get this, or equivalently, you're going to get this. Now, 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. I like that representation better because now that I'm in a rule 2 situation, dividing like bases, I'm going to subtract. So we're going to have 5 over 2 minus 9 over 2, which is negative 4 over 2, which is negative 2. And don't forget that according to this is a rule 3 situation with a negative exponent, that's equivalent to 1 over x squared. And that's going to be my final answer. Okay.